After my first child was born, I got a job at the place called Copper Kitchens, which was a little diner that served breakfast and lunch and that sort of thing. And of course, not having a full-fledged education, I had no trade, so I used to wash dishes from the 11 to 7 shift. I did get this job, and after about 2 weeks of doing the job, I was singing to keep myself company at night, and I got fired because they said they didn't want to hear the nigger music. And that was my first incident of being fired for singing on the job. Then sometime later, after my third pregnancy and my third child was born, I got a job at the Pimlico Club. By this time, I'm 17, going on 18. I'm working as a waitress in the Pimlico Club. And of course, being Irma, loving to sing, and there's a live band. There's a real live band there, and here's the opportunity to get up and sing. And I did, and it got to the point where they started asking for the singing waitress. And the boss, once again being white, he didn't like the fact that I was doing more singing than I was waiting tables. And if he'd had a little bit more sense as a man wanting to make some money, he would have taken advantage of that. But of course, he fired me instead. I got fired for singing on the job for the second time. Well, things started to change in the latter part of 1964. But before it started changing in terms of me and the record company, it was changing on the total music scene because if I'm remembering correctly, there was this group called the Beatles who was kind of taking over the United States in terms of the new thing, and they called it the British invasion. And they really did invade the United States. I can remember them coming to New Orleans playing Pelican Stadium, which is now a storage area. It was Beatles this and Beatles that, and I think there was another group that came up after them. I want to say The Who or Bo Bramo or something like that. I mean, it was all of a sudden all these English groups were just taking over. So Irma Thomas and people like that were no longer important. Time is on my side. Thank God it has been on my side. I recorded Time is on My Side in 1964 as a part of the original album, Wish Someone Would Care. I ran into this group who's now known as the Rolling Stones. Mick Jagger and Keith were together, and I think we were in either Manchester or Birmingham, I'm not sure. Wherever this club called The Cave was located, or the cellar or whatever it was. It was underground. And we chatted, and he, admired my performances and what have you. And lo and behold, I think within that year or the next year, they came out with Time is on My Side, which was a part of that British invasion thing. In fact, when we were doing the session, we were joking with each other about what we were going to wear to the Grammy nominations, because we knew we were going to get nominated. I mean, we were just that confident. Which it turned out that we did get nominated, shocked the hell out of us, but we're happy that we did. The 2 nominations that I've gotten, I mean, those are things that don't happen to people in a lifetime. And at least I had that. And if I don't ever get one, I had that. And my medals went under in Katrina. So I could not find, I looked high and low. The muck and mire, they were not to be found. So I no longer have them. But the memories are here, and you can't take that away from me.